say a few words. I'll try not to sound too good, probably. I'm so proud. I'm so proud to see my little sister today growing up to be such a beautiful woman that she is. I remember when she used to spend a lot of time with no pants on. Last week.
And even more so.
And she's grown up to be such a beautiful woman, as you probably agree with me today. She's stunning.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember when I first found out about Dan, the girls have got lots of sisters, and they're all very scared to tell me about their boyfriends, because I'm very protective. But I remember Rach finally telling me about Dan. I thought, I'll check this guy out. So I went on Facebook. Checked out his profile. There's this picture, he had like a devil beard. He had red hair, Thought he looks cool, like, but then I checked out his music, because I think like you can tell a lot about a person by the kind of music they're into. To a certain extent anyway. And I looked at Dan's and it was happy hardcore, speed hardcore. And I thought, he's a chap! So I was a little bit worried, well not worried, but I thought, oh God. And then I met Dan, and I realised my worst fears were true. Now, it's always to stereotype people by music because he's such an enthusiastic, lovely, friendly guy. You couldn't meet a nicer guy, really. So it pretty much dispersed my anxiety straight away, really, just listen. I know that Rachel's dad would be very proud to see the fine, beautiful lady that she's turned out to be today. But it's been an honour for me to give her away. Like I say, I've got lots of sisters, but if I'm honest, Rachel's always been my favourite. She's the apple in my eye, she's always been my little girl. So I know Dan's going to look after her and treasure her, as he really does. So it's makes me a happy man today. So, to Rachel and Dan. And that's it.
My job is to just say thank you all for coming. What a picture. Looking at the naughty table.
Process, isn't it? Surely.
Let's get up there. Just thank you all for coming. I just want to wish you both the best. It's just great to see you, and it makes me very proud to see Daniel getting married to such a beautiful, beautiful Rachel. It's just incredible. So it's great, and let's just move on and get the babies going. It's a baby or a dog. We've got a 12-month cat there, and we're really looking at the dog at the moment.
That is so true.
So let's just move on. So thank you all so much for coming. Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
Right, my name is Sean. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm best man number 2. Best man number 2, but I'm going first. Anyway, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for Dan for asking me to be the best man. One of the best men. Just like to say that. Also, I'd like to say thank you for what a wonderful venue and what wonderful food we've just had. So I'd just like everyone to just give a round of applause. Dan, Dan, can you just stand up a second? So I can sit back down. This is the only time, being best man, that I could ever tell him to do something and he actually listens to me. So I'm just going to treasure that moment. Anyway, I'm just going to give you a little bit of history from when the very first time I met Dan. It's a little bit of an interesting story. We were auditioning for university together, and we'd done our auditions, and afterwards he said to me, "Do you want to come for a pint?" And I was like, "I can't really come for a pint because my mum's waiting outside for me now, she's going to take me home." And he was like, "No, you're going to come for a pint." So anyway, we had a drink, we had a spliff,
I don't know what he's talking about, man.
and then we both, it is all nice, but we both made an agreement after that point. If we got accepted into that university, we would come to that university because we knew each other. So we both got accepted. I went to the university. On the first night that I was there, I got quite drunk, and I'm toning it down now. Alright, I'm toning it down. Like you said. Anyway, so I went to my very first lecture and I was late because I was hungover.
Standard.
And I walked in trying to be inconspicuous because I was hungover and there was everyone was there and everyone was looking. And all of a sudden I heard this, "You owe me a pint!" So I was like, Dan's here. Dan's here. And to be fair, I still think I own that pint, so I haven't paid it back. Anyway, from then, it was a massive journey for me, everybody on that table, everybody on the naughty table over there. It was a massive, massive journey for us of clubbing, excitement, parties. Star Wars, and a lot of naughtiness. If there was anybody in this room who's ever involved in that, they will understand. It was quite major.
Turning it down.
This is toning it down. This is toning it down.
Did you get a degree?
No.
I did.
I didn't get it.
Building.
Anyway, that was the beginning of something absolutely beautiful and awesome. I mean, if anybody will tell you in this room, it was the beginning of a massive, massive party. In the biggest way that we could anybody could ever contemplate. It's a massive party. You were supposed to get it right. Anyway. Shh. I've got some stuff to say. Anyway, the party was amazing. And I'd say, Dan, being himself, was the leader of it all. He was the leader of it all. And anybody in this room can vouch me up for this. It was a lot of days of clubbing, going to pubs, drinking.
He's done this.
All sorts of debauchery. And Dan was the leader. Anybody here will vouch me up for this, and I know they will. If they don't, they're wrong. Anyway, so we had some beautiful times together. There were times where Dan was. I'm not gonna slate Dan because I know it is my job to slate him, but I'm not going to talk about things like the time that he was taking a slash in the toilet and he passed out and was head first in the toilet and smashed his face in the toilet.
I was ill!
You're definitely ill. I'm not going to talk about times like that because that's just wrong. I'm not going to talk about the times that he couldn't fund his clubbing habits, so he decided to go to all the Tesco's and Sainsbury's in the local vicinity and get cash back because he couldn't get any money. And then with the cash back, he would fund a whole weekend of clubbing from cash back that he didn't have. I'm not going to talk about times like that because that would be wrong of me, wouldn't it? Being best man number 2. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that everybody in this room can agree with me that Dan is a shining light in their lives. And
Yeah, I've got quite agree, Dad, don't worry. Your money was well spent.
and everybody in this room can agree with me that their lives are better for having Dan in their lives. I think every much.
I love you too, man.
Anyway, so that's the nice bit.
Oh, what? That's the nice bit!
Anyway,
Can I
I'm not going to say much more because there is a lot of stories that I could sell, but
ask him later.
it would be the quickest marriage on this earth, and my daughter's here as well. So what I'm going to move on to is the first time that I ever met Rach, which was in my wedding to my beautiful wife. It was the very first time that I met Rach, and there's 2 things that to this day that I brought from that. One of them is the fact that ever since Rach has been in his life, he cries a lot. He does cry a hell of a lot. Disney films,
Comfort adverts.
You're so soft. On the first day of this stag do, it was just me and him, and we were watching a documentary on some band breaking up. He was crying. So that was the first thing that I ever thought of Dan from meeting Rach was he turned into a crier. It was also the time that it was not so long ago that he went out for a night when he was feeling a little bit jippy, let's say, and he was being sick in the night. And then he went to bed and he started crying, saying to Rachel, "Please don't rub my stomach. Please don't rub my stomach."
Why did you tell them this? Why would you do that?
Because he's a crier.
No, why would you rub his stomach?
Yeah, no, right?
Anyway, that was the first thing.
Oh, dear.
The second thing that I noticed, and this is the most important, is the fact that Rachel being with Dan makes him shine even brighter.
Brilliant. They set me off.
You're crying.
So to be fair, he's crying. What else do I need to say?
Just
Anyway, Dan, you are a legend.
Cheers, mate.
You are a legend.
Thanks.
You've turned into a crier. Rachel, thank you for making him a better man.
It's the
I may be the second best man,
Oh, for crying out loud. I asked you both at the same time.
but that man in this room is the best man. He's a shining light in all of our lives. We all love him to death. and we love you for loving him too. So, I'd like to say, I'd just like everybody to raise their glasses and say,
You just took my dad's.
I love you, Dan, and I love you, Rach. Happy marriage.
Happy.
Anyway, I'm not quite finished yet.
Oh, no.
Does that mean I'm going to quit?
Yeah, no, you still got to go.
No, why that's not 2 speeches?
That's because he's best man number 2.
Anyway, Lookie's got a small one. He wants to do it, so everybody, let him do his small one. Anyway, I've got a present for you. This is from the best men and all their families. I know you haven't got honeymoon organised yet, but this is a breakaway at a seaside venue of your choice.
Oh, fantastic.
And also in there are some flip-flops.
Oh!
Wait. The flip-flops, when you walk in the sand, they say just married.
Oh, nice.
Anyway.
Thanks, mate.
So, all I'm saying to you both, I absolutely love you both. I wish you the best life together. You make a great couple. I love you. Dan, I love you and I've done well by you. I'm going to cry now.
It's only a short one, apparently.
Really hate the sound one wasn't right. I don't know what else I can say really. He's gone on and covered everything I was going to cover.
He stole your stuff.
I just want to carry on drinking, basically. A load of jokes, but I'm not going to cover them.
Oh, go
No,
on.
I just want to say...
Carl, stop complaining.
Get some jokes, Carl.
I was going to say I'm a massive fan of public speaking.
Yeah.
But someone told me it's got going on new speech. It's only hard for the first couple of minutes.
Yay!
I'm pretty drunk now, so I'm full, you know. I was going to choose. I was going to say what for everyone. Congratulations to Dan. That's a beautiful, beautiful age. It made me call today. You read this. Don't tell anyone though. And big thanks to obviously the boys' mates who you've got to say thanks to. So I'm everyone knows that I've known Dan all, we know each other for all our lives, and I was going to sit here and do what Sean did and tell everyone how all the horrendous and nasty stuff was about, but I'm not. I'm just going to tell you that he's a very, very special person. And he's always been there for me and my family. I'm very proud to call him a friend. Not literally not to call him. This leaves me to thank you all for joining Dan and Rach to celebrate their very special day in their lives. And it gives me great pleasure to invite you all to be standing. Thanks. Stand right. Out of here.
What I want to know is, where was all this crying when that fire was off there? He had to burn his hand.
Thanks, mate.
Trustees 1, 2.
Still 2, don't worry about it, checked it. Thank you for making me cry again. All of you, all 4 of you. Guys,
I've had a lovely day today, and I'm glad you're all here, so thanks for coming to see me and my beautiful wife get married. My wife! So good. So I just need to sort of, this might ruin some of the questions, because I'm going to talk about a few things now. So get your pens ready, just in case. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a story about when me and Rach first got together, and she came to stop at our house. Nothing went on, Mum. Both mums. Don't worry, I was very gentlemanly. Nothing happened. But if any of you have ever slept in the same house as me, even maybe even a couple of doors up the street, you'll know that I like to snore when I'm asleep. Yeah, thanks, Jason. So during the night, Rach had had enough. She hadn't get any sleep. Easy. And she was getting ready to leave to go home so she could go home and get some sleep. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, every single fire alarm in our house decided to go off at that specific point in time. So I've got Keith stood outside his door, going, I don't know what's going on, Dan! I've got bad news, but Dan just saw it out. And then Keith got above the stairs crying, literally crying, oh! So that was really helpful, guys, so thanks for that.
We did things.
Yeah. You make noises. Yeah.
Ring stand.
He's gonna reach. He's not a borrower. If you notice that half my friends are borrowers, by the way.
I'm a hobbit.
Yeah, hobbits or borrowers. So as I woke up, I realised that Rach was fully dressed. Oh, are you going? Yeah. You were kind of snoring? Oh, let me deal with this. So then I ran around the house, literally ripping every smoke alarm out of the ceiling because I couldn't get them to turn off. I'm not sure if we ever paid the landlord for that. No. Are they still out? What are they trying again? Let's hope they don't burn down. So yeah, and then I got back, and luckily Rach saved. So I like to call that little story Saved by the Bell, because if it wasn't for that random fire alarm, I don't know, maybe we'd be sitting here today. So to fire alarms. Fire alarms. I've also got to say we haven't had a dessert yet, which is a nice fruity trio. In case you're wondering, that's not me and the two best men. Although if you were on a stag do, maybe it was. But I want to thank these guys really. I want to thank these guys because they've been absolutely brilliant today. And I mean just today, but I'm joking. So, round of applause for the best men, please, guys. High fives, man. I also want to thank Rach because Sean's story earlier will tell you we used to have a lot of fun, back in the day. We still do. We partied harder. And I used to be a guy that lived for the weekend, and I used to be that guy. I don't know if you've all seen the film The World's End. I was probably going to end up being Gary. I was probably going to be that guy, still remembering that one night.
Hugging speakers.
Yeah, hugging speakers, stuff like that.
Mickey Mouse gloves.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse gloves. Very good. Love it. And then I met Rach, and the whole world turned upside down, and I realised, I quite like staying in and watching X Factor with him. Especially when it makes me cry. So thank you for saving me from a life of being Gary from World's End, to my wife. I also want to thank my other friends in here, because I could have picked about 12 best men, if I'm honest. You got my dad. I mean, look at him. Everyone is friends with me, I'm sure, because they actually want to be friends with my dad.
Yeah!
Let's be honest, they are cool with me. Your dad! Yeah, see? Oh, they fancy my mum? I've got my man Mickey G. Oh.
Stay off my wife.
All of you guys upstairs on the naughty table, Chris, man, I wouldn't read about him, mate, you're a legend. Like Scott, James, everyone, Keith, Bath, all my own housemates, Lauren and George, Tanya, wherever you are in Australia, all you guys, you're all amazing. I love you all. But it's family that's, you know, the closest to my heart, and I want to welcome Rach to our side of the family. Welcome, you're at Ganderton now. With all the love and the drama that entails. This is G, yeah. And I'm also joining Lynn and Chris's family and Jay's family. I'm proud to be part of your family. I'm so happy you're welcoming me, and it's honestly, it's a real honour.
I've known Danny for 16 years. I'm not. That's alright. No, I don't know. No, I'm really bad at it. Just do your own. I'll do my own. I've known Dan for 16 years, and my God, it's been a fun time. And I'm so excited that he's found his soulmate. Simon, don't you dare do a Brummie accent. Well, I did try to do a Brummie accent, but that's terrible. 6 years ago, I left all my friends and family to live in Australia. And still, although I don't believe in regrets, there are moments that I wish so hard that I was still around. For moments like this, it's been the hardest thing for me to stay away from this day. The day I met Daniel, and she's like, Daniel? Oh my God. Daniel. Was at a party. A performing arts house party. Lovies and darlings. Oh God. Okay. I was a timid, freaked out freshman girl. Not quite, but okay. I knew no one, but for some reason I went to this strange house full of strangers. I sat on a couch on my own. This sounds really sad. I'm really sad for this girl. I picked up a beer and watched everyone around me having a great time. It's a little bit stalkerish though, isn't it? Let's go to the kitchen. There was this stupid guy who was playing drinking games with people who he blatantly couldn't keep up with. Drinking games? Yeah, I wonder who that could be. The guy got a bear hug after downing, she's put sculling, but downing is much more English, so we'll put it downing a beer and passing out. And he was dropped unceremoniously onto my lap. When he woke up, he said, "Oh,